trial 13 for the 2-year-olds. They're setting away. La Force began well, also beginning fast from the middle of the track was Return to Paris. Return to Paris gets a metre in front of La Force, and Return to Paris will go to the lead. From La Force in second spot, and third was Michael Stanley with Soho Berlin, and the outside of it was Soho Boston, and back last of all came St Grace. 7.7 was the lead time. And I know what it's like to live in a chimney, because certainly with this smoke pouring into the box, it's not a very pleasant atmosphere, let me tell you. As they come into the home straight, and the first quarter being semaphored in 30.2. And the front runner, and doing it well, is Return to Paris. It's been there from the outset. La Force enjoying a good run, the leaders back. And third was Soho Boston, being tracked up by Soho Berlin, and St Grace at the rear of the field. They swing out of the straight, and Return to Paris showing the way. From La Force in second spot, and third Soho Boston, then Soho Berlin, and St Grace at the rear of the field. A field of 5 2-year-olds going along nicely. 30.2 first quarter, 31.8 the second. They go down the back, and Return to Paris leading the way. From La Force second, and third, and starting to make ground, Soho Berlin. Soho Boston the pegs, and back last of all at the tail of the field was St Grace. La Force popped off the pegs behind Return to Paris, who's in front, but La Force quickly loomed up to Return to Paris, and in a bound took the lead. La Force from Return to Paris. Soho Berlin called upon. Soho Boston, and last of all was St Grace. 29.9 was that third quarter, and coming up towards a home turn, and the pilot is La Force, 10 metres in front. Now setting sail out after it was Soho Berlin, who's still making ground. La Force the leader, Soho Berlin, and starting to wind up was St Grace coming quickly, and getting going with Soho Boston. They're all paddling. La Force in front, La Force doing enough, and La Force scores. Second spot goes to Soho Boston, getting through late. Third was Soho Berlin, and fourth St Grace, and fifth and dropping out of it, Return to Paris, last quarter in 30.3, and a mile rate of 21.7. La Force too good from Soho Boston second, Soho Berlin third, St Grace fourth, Return to Paris fifth. Mile rate 21.7, last mile in 2:24, last half in 60.2. Mile rate 21.7, and the quarters 30.2, 31.8, 29.9 and 30.3. Last mile 2:24, last half 60.2, 1:62, 5 and 4 go into the frame, and the margins of trial number 13 was 4.5 metres by a neck. 4.5 by a neck were the margins on trial number 13.